Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing February 7th. Happy birthday to any Aquarius out there. If this reading resonates for you and you're not an Aquarius, that's okay too, as time is irrelevant. So for whenever you watch this video, this could be your message. But as of right now, I'm doing this as a birthday reading for Aquariuses. I've really had some time where I've fallen off here, so I have a lot of readings to get done. So I'm going to backtrack, and I figured instead of always being behind, I'm going to start from today and work my way back. So hopefully we'll get caught up for all your birthday readings if I missed yours. And if you have any questions, comments, please leave them in below. Subscribe to my channel. As you probably noticed, I don't ask for donations or do readings on this channel, but I would be happy to take any suggestions for any readings that you might want to see. This channel is growing, and not to say that I won't, do those things in the future, but for now, this is just something that I enjoy to do and share this experience with you. So today I'm going to be using one of my favorite tarot decks, which is the Everyday Witch. If you actually look on Amazon, they have an oracle card deck, which I never noticed before, and I'm just in love with this deck. This deck is so beautiful. It's made by Deborah Blake, and the art is by Elizabeth Elba, which is kind of funny because I have a friend with her maiden name is the last name Elba too. No relation. This is a beautiful deck, and if you're ever interested in buying a tarot deck for yourself, this is one I highly recommend. For clarification, I'm going to be using another one of my favorites, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Me and my friend had a conversation about this deck because I loved it so much, and my friend actually was like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it. But this oracle deck, I think, is just so beautiful, the artwork, and it's just resonated so richly for me in readings. So I'm going to use this today, and I hope you enjoy the reading. Usually I do not shuffle on camera, as it can take a long time sometimes. I don't like to pick out cards usually. I like to have them just fall out, so I know that I'm not intentionally putting any of my intention on the cards as to what I want. I'm leaving it up to the divine to fall as where they may. So this is just a general reading. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay too. Take what does, leave what doesn't. There's plenty of tarot card readers out there. I enjoy watching many of them. Some of my favorites are Rich Lopp and Mystic Moon, which I would love to one day get all of her decks. They're just so beautiful. I've actually bought one that she had suggested. I forgot the name right now. I'd have to look it up. And there's another tarot card reader, which I always forget her name, but I love her. Her name is Amy. And I want to say it's like Spirit Mind or something like that. Oh, and recently I just came across a new tarot channel. This guy's amazing. If you haven't seen him, I would definitely check it out. Right now I'm just clearing the deck, so if you're wondering why I'm shuffling so much. But his name is Bryce, and his is The Occult Gate. He's really quickly gotten a huge following in the past 7 months. He has over 21,000 views, and I just love the way he reads cards. I love his beginning intro. I love his divination wheel. I think he's amazing. I don't know how to do all that stuff that he does as far as editing and all the camera tricks and all that stuff. I'm not that technologically advanced, but he's amazing. He's like my new favorite now, I think. He's really, really cool. And his readings are wonderful. I don't know if, they have, I can say, come true yet because I've just started watching him, but he definitely intrigues me. So definitely watch out for him. I hope you enjoy my channel. And right now I'm just doing a 1-card pull for each month. So we'll see what happens in the year of 2020 for you. If the month has obviously already passed, then no worries. You can just see that if that actually resonated in the past month, or another option is to apply it to 2021. So since January is already passed, we could say that that's January 2021 for you. Time is totally irrelevant in the other realms, you know? So we have January, February, March, April so far. I kind of like to put a marker, otherwise I kind of lose track. So these are just really popping out today. That was May, 10 of Pentacles. June. Ooh, okay. That was a lot. Okay, so we have May and June, July, August, September, October, November. I'm sorry, this was June. July, August, September, October. And we need 2 more. Oh, November totally fell down. I'm gonna have to go scavenge for that one. Just need 1 more card. If more than 1 card falls out, I'm not gonna take them. I'm just gonna take 1 that falls over. That's my intention on that. There we go. So that's December. Let me go crawl and get November. Sorry about that. Oops. Alright. Looks like a good card. Sorry, did I shake the camera? Alright. So April, January, March, April. All right, now we'll do the oracle. And again, we'll clear the back. So it looks like, I can tell you overall, just glancing at the cards now, the beginning of this year seems to be a little trying for you. And then come the spring, it looks like you find some happiness, but only to beginning of, well, end of fall, I'm sorry, end of summer, beginning of fall. Experience some sort of heartbreak or feeling stabbed in the back. But as they say, when one door closes, another opens, and when something ends, another thing begins. So in the fall, I can see that you have some wish fulfillment coming true and something to celebrate and be grateful for. So we'll go over that. That's just a general of the general reading, an overview. So I can't wait to see what these oracle cards will give us details about. So first we're going to do intentionally January. Hopefully just 1 card falls out. If 2, that's okay. 3 I might not take. That's a little bit much. The only reason why I took the tarot cards falling in the cluster is because I just felt it, you know? Sometimes you just do. It's totally a gut feeling That's intuition. You know, I'm going to take this off too. I hate, the one thing, I love Fitbit, but the one thing I have to say about that is that I feel like it counts more like your hand movements than your feet movements. And so I find myself taking it off more when I'm not moving and I'm doing other things, because if you talk with your hands, you know what I mean. You could get a lot of mileage on Fitbit, right? It's very sensitive for hand movements. And when I shuffle cards, it seems to really count that as steps. So as you can see, we're 10 minutes into this video, and this is why I usually don't shuffle online. I usually pre-shuffle and then I show you what the cards are, but I just thought for today we'll show you the shuffling action. I do not ever pick out the cards. Some days they just sputter out, and other days, man, I swear I could be doing this for 20 minutes, but I like it. I find it very meditative and soothing, and sometimes I shuffle just to clear the energy again, like maybe I wasn't being clear with the deck. Spirit to show me the answer. So, I'm going to do that now. We just want February, the rest of 2020. Some clarification. Oop, that almost came out. Wonder what it was. Maybe it'll come back around this time. Oh, there's one. There's two actually, so that's fine, I think. I think it's two. Can't tell. These cards are really thick. No, it was one, so that's February. That's good. So March. We need a card for March. Hopefully, if you like ASMR videos, you'll find this soothing, me shuffling. Oh, so I was going to say, the reason why I fell off for so much time, too, was because I'd gotten sick. It seems like everybody's getting sick. This coronavirus is going around right now. I didn't have coronavirus, but I got, you know, just, I wouldn't even say it was the flu, but I was really feverish and just not feeling well. And then for about a week and a half after that, I just was really mucusy and coughing a lot, so I didn't want to be coughing on camera. So feeling much better today. Many of my friends are getting sick. Family. I think my brother was like sick for 2 weeks. There's March, April. Oh, there's April. Yay. And May. It always amazes me too at how confirmatory sometimes these oracle cards can be with the tarot. Like you don't even plan it. Like sometimes you get in the fall, you know, exactly like autumnish abundance type cards, and it's just amazing. There are no coincidences, I think. You know, everything kind of happens for a reason. So we're looking for May to pop out. Clarification on the Nine of Cups. There we go. Alright, cool. And now we need June. if you want to just get to the reading too, I will put a timestamp for when that starts if you want to bypass all the shuffling. So look for that in the comments. Or if somebody wants to put it for me, I will pin it. So June is Judgments. Oh, no, I got one. Sounds about right. July. There we go. August, please. August. So far I can see the oracle cards really corresponding with the tarot. August, September. Interesting. Okay. I think I got a couple there. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Very cool. So, to begin, we have for January, you can either apply this to this year to check that this is how your year's going, or you can apply it to come back and check in 2021. But this is the Hermit card. So in this Hermit card, in the typical tarot, in like the Rider-Waite deck, you usually see an older man holding a lantern, possibly on top of a mountaintop, which is basically like, sometimes it can mean that you're pulling back and going into your own space to take some time out for yourself and think about a particular situation that might be going on with you or someone else, just to reflect and kind of hone in your own either self-love, self-care, or just thoughts on the situation. But it also can mean, you know, that you're still shining your knowledge out as an example for others, your own inner light. You're not diminishing your own self. You're not hiding away. You're just taking, you know, a chill pill kind of, in essence. So that's what this means with this Hermit card. And as you can see, the girl is pretty much by herself with her cat, with nature, and just sort of meditating by the fire. She's put her magic beside. She's maybe praying, meditating in her faith, or just enjoying the fire, enjoying a peaceful night by herself. So what your oracle card says is Thunder, Moon, and Change. So in this, perhaps there's some sort of change that comes about in January, or you could be reflecting on the past year, obviously, and the changes that you've gone through, maybe what you want to have happen and your intentions for the following year. Okay. In February, you have 10 of Wands. So whatever it is, whatever this change maybe was in January, maybe it's an uphill battle, maybe it's a struggle, maybe it's a burden, but you're obviously going uphill. And when you go uphill, you want to get to that point of the mountain where you can rest, where you can stop working and you can unload this bundle that you've been carrying and anybody you've been caring for on your back. Your oracle card is saying self-love. So what I gather this to mean in February is that maybe you've been carrying such a a load with you and caring for others, that you need to take some time to care for yourself, some self-love in the month of February. So buy yourself your own Valentine's Day gift. Pamper yourself, love yourself. Even if you are committed in a relationship, take that time for yourself and love yourself and buy yourself an extra gift, Show yourself some care. Because obviously you're showing everyone else around you and taking care of everyone else, carrying, responsibility with you to get to the top, that you're not resting. And if you don't take care of yourself, who will, So definitely show yourself some self-love in February. In March, you have the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant's kind of like a teacher, teaching others to be grateful, to meditate. Perhaps you're having some resistance in this factor. I'm just going to read what the Everyday Witch book kind of says about the Hierophant. This is also a major arcana book. Or I'm sorry, card. Not book. So let's go to number 5. And so what this card is basically saying, some key points, is that the sacred is everywhere, and you create your spiritual path every time that you take a step. Listen to those who came before you, but make it your own. So here you can see a yoga teacher sitting in, I think this is called lotus pose. And there's 2 young students in front of her. She's teaching them basically how to breathe. And you would think that you would know how to breathe, but many times we forget how to be present in our own lives. And the word hierophany means the manifestation of the sacred. And the Hierophant is one who teaches and leads the way, who shows us how to manifest the spiritual in our own lives. And sometimes the Hierophant is our own inner wisdom and guiding us to the next step along the path. This teacher may represent an actual formal learning in your life, such as taking classes or even a university degree, or perhaps more mind-body connection, like actually taking a yoga class, as pictured in the card. It's also creating a bridge between the mundane, everyday life that we all lead and the beliefs that shape our own personal truths. So things to consider is that this card may represent an actual teacher. This could be you or someone else, someone who will help you to become your best self, and a reminder to just stop and breathe. The Oracle card is saying that you're having some resistance to this. So we all intend to take time to manifest our spiritual selves, but the hecticness and chaos of life can often distract us from this goal. And this Hierophant appearing in your reading in this month of March is to ask yourself if it is a particular person who might have wisdom to share with you, or perhaps it is a suggestion to listen to your own inner voice. So are you walking your talk? Or are you just talking and not walking the walk? Are you all talk and no action? Okay. And then for resistance, this person, has manicured hands, so obviously they're taking care of themselves, but they're grabbing on to the earth. Now, let's see, this is 25. So, there are 2 kinds of resistance, and the first type is when we encounter obstacles placed in our way. We keep feeling blocked. For example, if you get a job in a field, but no matter what you do to try and get that job, or you try to get a job in a particular field, it just doesn't happen. So there is an external or resistance sometimes that happens to us. There's another type where we say we really want to do something, but then we just don't do it because we get distracted or we just don't seem motivated enough. So that's covert resistance. So there's external and covert resistance. And the second kind of resistance, the covert one, just takes having a strategy to remove that resistance. So if you find yourself in a battle and resisting the things that you say you want, like finding more presence, being present in a moment, remembering to breathe, maybe you tell other people, like maybe you are this hierophant, right? Maybe you are this teacher and you teach others to do this, but you don't do it yourself, and to be honest, in many professions, you kind of find that to be true, right? You are the expert in your field, but yet you don't practice what you preach. So there's like a disconnect there. Take a look at fashion designers, right? Some of the greatest fashion designers in the world, they can make the most custom-made, perfectly fitted, beautifully coordinated designs for others. But when it comes to their own wardrobe, it's like they just like they're homeless or just all black, or it's just so blah. It's like they just don't even take care of themselves, and you should kind of be a reflection of your own expertise. Like if they were a struggling fashion designer and you wanted people to be like, oh, hey, where did you get that outfit? You would create for yourself, right? Because you would want to be your own walking advertisement. So I think that's the same in any kind of field. Like if you're a hairstylist, your hair should always be on point. Don't have crappy hair because, you cut people and dye people's hair every day. So you want to have on point hair too, because you are a walking advertisement for your own industry. If you're a personal trainer, you're not going to be overweight. You're going to be in great condition. You're going to be in the shape that you want your clients to be in or feel, that they can achieve, because you are the expert. So you are marketing yourself. So, not to say that we're perfect by any means, but strive to always be who you tell everyone else that they should be. Okay? So that was a long one for March. April, I hope I didn't sound too preachy. 10 of Pentacles. This is a wonderful and beautiful card. It's just kind of like everything's perfect in the home life, love, family. And then for the Oracle card, you have creation. So you see house plans here, a full moon. And by the way, tomorrow, Saturday, we're supposed to have, I think it's called the snow moon. It's a full super moon. So I think it's the first super moon of 2020. If I'm correct, you can double check. But creation here, perhaps maybe, you already seem to have the family and the children, the dog and all that in the house. Maybe you're going to be in April doing some renovations on your home, or just creating this happier home life with your family. Maybe this is something that you wish for. Maybe it's something you don't have, and maybe you're trying to create this or manifest this. So in April, just be aware of that you are in a creative vibration. And if you don't have this, this is something that you want and that you want to create and either manifest, or if you do have it, you might be doing some renovations on your home. Maybe expecting another child. It could be anything, but it has something to do with your home life in April, which is predominantly what the cards are speaking about. Then in May, you have Nine of Cups. And basically, you're just, in this serene environment. Maybe you're going to take a vacation. A little cat's playing with the crab, kind of taunting them, right? But all your cups are sitting pretty on the sandcastle. Kind of like all of them are full and perfectly balanced on the sandcastle while you're just meditating and enjoying the sea. So here it's showing boundaries. And in May, again, maybe this is coming back to you being present in the moment, having your boundaries. If someone is taunting you, that you be peaceful instead of reacting, that you have boundaries so that no one can knock you off balance or knock your sandcastle down. Perhaps this crab was coming to knock the sandcastle down and the cat is feeling defensive and protecting its boundaries. So in May, it looks like you just might need to protect your boundaries, protect your home boundaries, protect your presence in the moments. Then in June, we have Judgment with acceptance. Perhaps you were feeling either judged or you were doing the judging yourself. And what you really need to do is find acceptance among whoever it was that you were judging, because we're all not perfect. And in finding that acceptance and realizing, hey, there's only one judge in this world, and that's the higher power. I call him God. You might call him something else. Or you may not believe in God or religion, but just saying. I do. So I would say, love wins overall. In accepting everybody, you will find harmony, peace, and music, right? So sometimes when we judge others, it's really a reflection of our own self and what we don't accept in ourselves. So maybe you need to find acceptance within yourself to accept others too. Okay? Then in July, we have Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. This is a knight that cares about financial security, works hard, but he's walking on foot. So, as you know, for every, I think it's like 5 minutes of driving, it takes 15 minutes to walk. So this is a very slow moving energy. Hunger. Perhaps you are hungering for financial stability, and it's just slow moving. So in July, just recognize that you do have this hunger, but this financial stability or this financial is slow moving energy, but you do have it coming to you. So you might be having a message also coming to you about finances, or maybe your investments are just, slow to grow dividends, things of that nature. But you are a hard worker, and it's, never a bad thing to have hunger, to stay hungry, to work hard. So just keep working hard in July and you will achieve that. In August, you have 10 of Swords. So it's like someone's fled the scene. You have a feather here, which reminds me of like the angels always leaving a feather. This is looks like a crow. So it may feel like death, but here you have the sun rising and you're reaching for your magic. So you're reaching for manifestation. You haven't given up, even though you have these swords in the back. Like, there's another tomorrow. It's not over, but you feel knocked down for whatever reason. But I think you're going to find your peace with the situation in August. And in What did I do here? Yeah, that flipped. Okay. In September, this is going to probably, as you notice the feather here, maybe you had some sort of message come through. Either something that you found out or somebody told you. But this is something of a broken heart, a third-party situation where you're not even going to be sleeping. You know, like you're not even in bed. It's dreary, you're brokenhearted, but you're going to find release in the situation. It will be finally over. Or a transformation will happen. You know, you have the raven here, but this will become like a release of transformation, either by choice or to better the relationship that you're in. By October, you do have wish fulfillment. So whatever it was that you were manifesting or wishing for is going to come true. Maybe it was to get that trust back for that person that had stabbed you in the back or in a third-party situation. Or just trust in general. As you see, it's like the little baby duck and you are the egg. So this is like your own issue with trust. You're still in this egg moon state. But you will find trust again, okay? In November, you're going to have something to celebrate here. Assessing. Maybe you are celebrating whatever it was that you were looking for. You are raising your vibration. You're hanging out with your friends. You are looking to the divine, manifesting what you want. Looking to your own intuition. Rising above everything. Like a hot air balloon. When you see a hot air balloon, I think everybody gets happy and whips out their cameras and they're like, oh, look at that. Everyone, it's something that like, it's one of those things that make everybody happy, right? So you're going to definitely find resurrection with your friends and something to celebrate. Maybe someone's getting married. Maybe you're on the lookout if you're single for someone new. And then in December, you're just kind of still manifesting, I think. You're feeling grateful. The swords are down. There's 4 of swords, but this is more of just a grateful. You're resting. Long night moon, darkness. You may feel like right now things are dark in December because it is, dreary and we get a little depressed sometimes in winter when the sun doesn't shine. But it looks like everything's balanced here. Maybe with the cobwebs I'm seeing in December here, make sure to clear out the cobwebs, and be careful of fire. You don't want to fall asleep with some candles on. But spend time with your pets. Stay cozy. Have well rest in December. All right, so I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for January 8th. Happy birthday, Aquarius. Thank you for watching.